this is going to be a very weird video, only because I don't really... Okay, so obviously by the title of the video, you guys can already speculate on what I'm going to be talking about. The Honda curse of what everyone's talking about, of how they have bad luck with Honda Civics, just all Honda Civics in general. Funny when you're looking at it online, like on the Facebook forums, you see everywhere saying the Honda curse got me here, the Honda curse is real, the Honda curse did this, the Honda curse did that. And it's basically everybody always getting in car accidents, and majority of the time it wasn't their fault. I have a few stories for you guys, and no, it's not my 10th gen coupe. It's actually my wife's hatch. Now, if you guys remember earlier this year, I want to say around late February, early March, we picked up a 2018 Honda Civic hatchback Sport Touring. And it's a blue one, beautiful, it's gorgeous, comes with all the bells and whistles, it's everything that she needed and wanted. So far, it's been into 3 different accidents, and none of them have been her fault. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, or actually wanted to make a video of it, is because a couple of you guys have asked me why I haven't really done anything to my wife's hatch. I said I was going to tune it, I said I was going to lower it, I was going to do wheels, the basic stuff that everyone likes doing to those cars. Hear me out. As I go on with the video, I'm going to be posting pictures on here on like how it looked and what happened and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, they're not as bad as they sound. I just find it very ironic that within like a 7-8 month gap span, if I did the math correctly, maybe 7 months, this car has been into 3 different accidents, claims, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, none of them have been her fault. So the first one that happened was in March. I don't know if you guys remember me posting this on my Instagram. When this happened, we were at a restaurant. We were at Lazy Dog Restaurant, the Collection here in Oxnard. We actually came out for my birthday. And as we're walking out, we see that her car's front end, which was the front bumper and the driver's side fender, if I remember correctly, was totaled. And we're looking around and we're like, what the hell happened? There is a note on the windshield that said the person's name and a phone number. So we called that person and they said, oh, yeah, I hit you. I hit you with my truck. We were like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, can you explain yourself? So then he goes out and tells us, look, this was what happened. I was leaving. So apparently he was backed in. We parked right next to him and it was a lifted truck. And as he drove out, I guess he didn't time it right. And his whole rear tires ran over the front of her car. Yeah. So opened up an insurance claim, went through their insurance, and the car was sitting at the shop for about maybe a month because the parts were on back order. So I got a new bumper, new fender, new lip, new fender liner, like everything I needed to get fixed, new fog light, and I think a new headlight as well, the driver headlight. So all of that got replaced. Fast forward to, I don't know, about a month ago, 2 months ago, a month ago, in September, she went to a bachelor party in San Diego. On her way back, she was on the fast lane on the freeway, I believe on the 405 or the 101. I guess the truck in front of them swerved out of the way to avoid hitting a trash can that was on the freeway. Yeah, a trash can. And she said it wasn't like your restroom trash can. She said it was like, it was the size of the ones you put on the side of your house and you're waiting for the garbage truck to come and pick it up. She didn't have enough time, and because she's on the fast lane, on the carpool lane, there was a wall to her left, there was a car to her right. She couldn't swerve out of the way, so she had to hit it. And this one wasn't as bad as the truck, but she needed a new fender, according to the shop. She also needed a new garnish tray, and she also needed a whole new bumper because the bumper was actually cracked. And the lip came off as she was driving, and then I believe the fender liner, the inner fender liner came off as well. That wasn't her fault. That literally could have happened to anybody. Just happens that the truck in front of her was able to see it, swerved out of the way. She didn't have enough time to swerve out of the way, considering there was a wall on her left and a car to the right. So it was either hit the wall, hit the car, or hit the trash can. She decided to hit the trash can. And going at that speed, I don't know if there was something in it, it cracked the driver's side on the front end. So that was something we had to pay out of pocket. I believe we paid $500 with our insurance, and that took care of it. But again, everything is back order. So moving it on to a month later, we decided to get the car back already because the rental thing was already gonna expire after like 30 days or so. And the guy at the shop, and keep in mind, we're at a dealership. We decided to stick with OEM since the beginning. So we're at a dealership, and he goes, you know what? We're still missing the front lip, and we're still missing the front insert for the garnish on the driver's side right in front of the sensor, because she has the whole Honda sensing. And we're like, you know what, it doesn't even look that bad. They said the ETA was like November 15th because, again, everything was on back order. So we got the car back, we're driving it, cool. We got that car back last Thursday. Now it's November 1st, so we got it literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because she actually got an accident yesterday. It was only 5 days when she got the car that yesterday she is in Fillmore with her car, and she decides to make a right at an intersection. Now, granted, she is on the right lane where you could only make a right. You cannot go straight. You have to make a right. The lady next to her, who was in the middle lane going straight, decides to make a right with her without realizing that she couldn't make a right, and hits her front end. So this one wasn't as bad as the trash can, but her fender got damaged, her bumper got damaged, and the fender liner got messed up again. She just pulls over, calls me, and goes, I got hit again. And I'm just like, what? I wasn't with her the last 2 times. I was with her when the truck ran over the car. Obviously, we weren't in the car. The second one was she was coming back from the bachelor party. And the third one happened when I wasn't in the car. So the last 2, I didn't even know what happened. I'm just taking her word for it. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, what? So she tells me the story. This person didn't even see her coming. This person didn't even notice that they hit my wife's car. So my wife's following her and trying to be like, what the heck, what the heck, what the heck? And then they finally pull over. This person comes out and goes, what's going on? My wife explains everything to this person. They see each other's cars. Clearly you can see that they hit my wife's car. There's blue all over the car, on their car. So then they exchange information. We get that going. We just got another rental. We go back to the same dealership and the guy's like, hey, your guys' part's not ready yet. And we said, oh no, we're actually here to drop off the car again. And we tell him the story and he's just like, what? So I'm not saying that the Honda curse is true, but what I am saying is, what are the chances of this happening to the front bumper, the same car, within not even a year? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. No, 9 months. It's been 9 months. So what are the chances of this happening 3 times within 9 months? And then in the last 2 months, it happened twice. Bro. So she's already over it. She just wants to, honestly, at this point, once this thing gets fixed, we're probably just going to get rid of it early next year or something and just get into something a little bit bigger for her. She's over the car. And it's funny because I'm trying to tell her nothing's wrong with the car. You just happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Or it happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, you know? And she's like, no, this damn car is cursed. So, as dumb as it sounds, she believes this whole Honda curse thing. And ironically, I was like, look, you're not the only one. And then I was showing her all of the posts on Facebook. She's not part of the club. She just wants to read it through my Facebook and everything. And she's just like, scrolling through, and she's just like, bro, what the hell? Like, I thought you were making this up. I'm like, no, people generally think that this is a Honda curse. So she believes that her car is cursed, and that's probably why the last owner decided to get rid of it at such a low mileage, because right now the car only has like 22,000 miles on it for 2018. That's not bad. Story time. I thought this was a little interesting to share with you guys. Hope this answers the question, because now that I think about it, I'm kind of glad I haven't done anything to the car, because imagine if I had the lip, lowered wheels. I believe her driver's side got scuffed up a little bit too on the driver's side wheel, the front wheel. And now it's like, dude, I'm glad I haven't put any more money into it. All I literally did was the little things that, like the window visors, the side markers, you know, and I don't know, just, I had this whole plan on doing mods to this car to a certain extent and getting a custom tune. That way it doesn't have to deal with any off-the-shelf tunes on a CVT. So I don't know, like, now that I think about it, I'm really glad I didn't put any money into it, considering she wants to get rid of it already. So we're probably going to be getting rid of it. All 3 of the rental cars that we've had this year were like those mid-size SUVs. I think the first one was like a Chevy, a GMC Terrain. The next one was like I don't know, like a Jeep Compass. Now we have a RAV4, the adventure one. It's like this blue one. It's really similar to the Type R Boost Blue, and it looks nice. I'm starting to like dig it, and I'm just like, you know what? I think we probably should get rid of this car. So I don't know. I just thought this was very funny, and I just wanted to share this with you guys on why the car hasn't really been on the channel, because we've only had the car, out of the 9 months we've owned it, we've really only had it for about 6. So yeah, as stupid as it sounds, the stupid Honda curse, I don't believe it. I think she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. But there are people out there that were gonna say, you know what, there is a Honda curse, and that car probably was cursed. So I don't know, maybe we're just overlooking, maybe she's overthinking it, I don't know, but she's just annoyed at this point. She's like, you know what, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So yeah, random video, but I thought this would have been an interesting video to share with you guys, since you guys are asking where the blue hatch has been. It's still here, but really isn't here. And yeah, doing this video in my SI, so this car's still here for now. Speaking of getting rid of cars, I'm really considering selling my car, because the market is still pretty high for these cars, and getting back into an 8th gen, because I really want to get an FA5. And because we're thinking about the future, and like I can use that money for like a house and whatnot. Like we're trying to move out to a better spot, so maybe even closer to my job. So I don't know, throwing that in there for everybody that watches the whole video towards the end. There might be a chance of me selling this car, I don't know. That's also why I haven't gone a big turbo yet, because I've really been considering, and it has nothing to do with me wanting more power. Like dude, I can just throw the big turbo on and get going with that. But I've also been considering getting rid of this one, because it's, if you're gonna sell a car, now's the good time to sell it. And I know I can get decent money for this car. So I do owe some to the bank, but I am such a good positive equity with this that whatever I have there would go towards the FA5. You know what I mean? And I'd be able to build the FA5 the right way. Not the right way, but like the way I envisioned back when I had a part-time job. So I don't know, I'm gonna sit and think about this. We are gonna be looking into getting rid of her car. My car, on the other hand, I don't know. I know I have a lot of stuff done to the car. I would like to sell it as is, but I know for a fact I'd get a lot more money if I part out. The only thing that would stay in the car is obviously the clutch, and that's about it. So I don't know, we'll see. I will sit and think about that. I really want to get an FA5. I don't know, I've been really thinking about this for like the last month and a half. So I don't know, who knows, maybe I'm just talking out of my ass, and I'm just like, because she wants to sell hers, maybe now I want to sell mine. I don't know, just it'd be nice to get out of car payment again, you know. Not that we're struggling, but it'd be more beneficial, you know. That way I can put more money for something else, if that makes sense. We shall see. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna end it real quick. I don't want to take too much time on this because the battery's about to die on the GoPro, but this was very unexpected, and we just got back from the car rental place, and yeah, Toyota RAV4 Adventure. Dude, that thing's nice. I'll see you guys in another video. You guys have a good day. Peace.